We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
GM, it's Friday. Let's have a great weekend here. We have BTC going to 104K as we speak, literally just putting in a pretty big candle, to be honest with you. It was like 103 as I was about to set things up. Now it's at 104s. Any news? Did the dev update roadmap? We'll have to find out, but what a crazy freaking week. Monday with the massive deviation below support, people thinking that the market was over, and then by Friday we're at 104, which is incredible. So 89 to 104. So this was pointed out by Crown, saying this is the biggest bullish engulfing green dildo, as he calls it, in Bitcoin's history in dollar terms. So as he posted that, that was obviously like a $12,000 candle. It's now looking like a bit more than that. So 14K candle, pretty outrageous stuff. So BTC setting the stage here, obviously with Trump coming in. Things to note within this watch list, we're seeing a bit of movement for some of the memes here. Like these do seem to be a bit of mean reversion as they've been absolutely nuked, but the charts broadly not looking too bad. So maybe we'll start to see a bit of movement in these memes in the weeks ahead. This is a Mog's weekly chart, which I would not fade. But Bitcoin dominance more broadly looks like it's kind of topped out, and peak was around that 61.5% region. Then we came all the way back up to 59.8. Some movement around this red line here, but I think things are looking like they're going to shape up nicely. And even total 3 here, we just pull this in. Looks like it could take out the highs here, and then we will be in full send. So interesting stuff, things to be aware of. We obviously have this news, which may well be one of the main catalysts for the market driving higher, that Trump is receptive to the idea of not just a Bitcoin strategic reserve, but a reserve with coins founded in the US, which is an outrageous statement to read. The idea of an America First strategic reserve would prioritize digital coins founded in the US, like Sol, USDC, and Ripple. In recent weeks, Trump has met with the founders of these coins, and sources said is receptive to the idea. So some very bullish takes around this. Obviously, ETH not mentioned in there, which is pretty crazy. Vitalik is actually Russian/Canadian, so maybe that has something to do with it. But Sol here is the bonk guy's kind of pick. He's saying many people are not bullish enough on Sol with these 4 catalysts. The America First crypto reserve, as just mentioned, ETF likely going to go live this year, an inflation reduction proposal goes live next week. Alo's actually got a tweet thread on that. It's quite a long one if you want to go and digest that at Alpha, please. And then bullish unlock happening soon. So I think the unlock is kind of being maybe baked into the market at this point. There is a big unlock coming at the start of March, but many of those coins potentially have already been exchanged OTC going into this. And he says, look, all of this while Sol is generating more daily revenue than ETH, routinely generating more on-chain volume than ETH and Base combined, and by far the number 1 blockchain. Sol to 1K is about a 5x from here, which may seem unrealistic right now, but it will become inevitable in hindsight. And then he goes on to shill the bags for bonk there. So interesting stuff. We've got the Sol ETH chart here, which does look nice. If it clips above this kind of yellow line resistance, one at 0.065, that kind of region, I think this is going to shape up like it's looking for an extra leg, when a lot of people were saying that this is a top for the cycle. I don't really think it has. So very bullish on Sol. And in terms of like cashing profits into something to get the compound effect, it will be Sol that I'll be using during this cycle. Apart from that, obviously cashing out USDC and off ramping. Project I'm excited for is Creator Bid. This is an agent launchpad on Base. They've been alive for quite some time here, been trading some of these tokens, holding EOLAS from the OLAS guys, and Agent, which is the actual AI agent directly of Creator Bid. So this is their kind of standout. And also bought this one as well recently, Aeon 5100, which is a Tau subnet token. But if you do, for example, buy one of these, again, not financial advice, but if you do, what they currently have is this kind of community page where you can lock your tokens into a minimum of a 2-week contract. There's a 2-week unstaking period, and you can become part of the actual community for these. So becoming a member, there's 1,600 members of this various token here, and you'll be able to, once logged in, commit funds to that. I'll leave a link to this down below if you're interested, but the points that you're accruing by doing this are potentially going to get you the bid token airdrop, which should come out, I think, within the next, I would say if it's not dropped by the end of February, I'd be very, very surprised. Over to the new listings feed here, we have Binance and some Crime, ARK, Ava, listed on Binance Futures. So futures only listings. So by doing this and listing just perps, which Binance has become renowned for recently, it obviously means the biggest holders can just dump their spot, go short on their exchange, and thus make off like bandits. And seemingly the Binance listing team could also be doing the exact same thing, pump up the price, buy up the tokens, then go short and sell them all, make an infinite amount of money. So JW has posted this one, Binance spot listings. So on spot, so actual trading, which an exchange is, where you buy and sell, that's exchange. I'm not really here just to exchange contracts personally. But Binance spot listings for ACT, the IP of which was stolen by some rug pullers. Peanut, again, an IP of a stolen project. And I think the couple involved with that Peanut squirrel were like OnlyFans couple or something. Nero, the second one, directly PvPing the first Nero, not the original. So crazy shit. And then perps listing for the upcoming AI plays, AI16Z, Fartcoin, Zerobro, Ava, ARK. So those emerging ones just get the perps crime listing only. So honestly, Binance can go and fuck themselves after this cycle. Not very pleased with what they've been doing on chain for the win. Quick Fartcoin update here. We have Fartcoin after the capitulation, which was 4 days ago, 13th of Jan, down to 60 odd cents. Now back up to 146. Going to push for the all-time high, hopefully, during this weekend. I do want to pull this up as well. The DeFi AI coins having a bit of a pullback today. Obviously, they're up tremendous anyway. As you can see, over the last 7 days, up some big double-digit percentages, but pullback today, like Heyanon, one of the leaders here, down 22%. Griffane, which is the market leader here, down 10%. Orbit, Griff, down 13%. But on the weekly, they are obviously up a lot. Total market cap of DeFi AI, just $3 billion. I think this goes a lot higher. We'll just have a little look at some of these charts. So this is Grift from Orbit. Go and actually check the app out if you haven't. It's really incredible what they're building out. But when you look at it like that, looks like a bit of a top formation. However, people have taken profits, and this came down total of like 32% today, showing a bit of a bounce here to 11 cents, only 101 mil market cap. Do you think the market size and scope for DeFi AI protocols like these is going to grow? If so, maybe worth a punt, not financial advice. We've also got the likes of AI16Z. Has Shaw done something today? Because the price action would suggest maybe Shaw's been running his mouth. Comes up to 150s, back down to 114, I think it touched earlier. So this actually might be a decent area to start scooping up some AI16Z if it meanders through here for a while. As mentioned earlier, a bit of mean reversion in the overall like normal memes that we were trading at the start of 2024. So maybe there's going to be a cool off in this sector, but overall, I think this is the most notable sector. Virtuals, Eco having a bit of a cool off as well. You can see runs up to about $4, down to $3.50 today. Obviously, not much of a discount on show. Game on a decent bit of a discount here, 20% off. And this is back at a line that I'd like to see hold, which previously did hold, and then someone yeeted the bottom of that last Monday. And now, we had a bit of a bounce back. There's a big TWAP going into numerous of these virtuals tokens as per the documentation they put out yesterday. So overall, some interesting stuff within the watch list here, but a lot of things having some decent pullbacks, like 30%, 20%. Like, I'm not scared by this. I think this is par for the course. If you want things to go up by multiples, you're going to have to stomach big drawdowns along the way as people take profits. So I think we do go a lot higher. As we leave you with Bitcoin at 103.9K, that is the weekly chart there. Things look good. Have a good weekend. Subscribe if you're new. See you in the next one. Peace.